Salute, salute to everybody, the entire True family, friends, and supporters. In this video, we're going to be revealing the motive behind the assassination, the premeditated, cold-blooded murder of young Dolph, the Flipper Man. In this video, we also gonna show you the conglomerate, the group of people that really called the shots to get the Flipper Man out the way. And from the top to the bottom and everything in between. Now as you looking at the screen, y'all think what y'all call bloggers can change the narrative, right? That may be true. Anybody with a mouthpiece can fool a group of people and get them to believe what they want to. But it also works that way for your local news media, such as Fox 13 to be specific, and none other than Jeremy Pierre. Now Jeremy been lurking. You done seen me, but you seen him follow me in at 201. You done seen me follow his ass. You know what I'm saying? We doing surveillance on each other, and the feds surveilling us both. But since something that Jeremy Pierre was promised to do what he has been doing in this whole Dolph case, which is changing the narrative, releasing information from his source that's completely designed and released to throw everybody off the cover up. And he's been getting away with it since the beginning. Now, it's a brotherhood, as some of you may know. These frats, these college frats, well, that's real. That's something like what y'all be calling the Illuminati, the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different factions. And if you for 1 second think college frats ain't something sinister, then you must not know the history of hazing. Yeah, it's a lot of secret shit going on in this world. But back to Jeremy Pierre and the cover-up and his brotherhood and his promises. It's something that they had to get Dolph out the way for, to make room for. Now, true enough, he had a lot of properties, and in this particular video, we're going to show you something that really illuminates how they got him out the way and what they was trying to do, specifically coming from the neighborhood known as Orange Mound. In this video, we're going to show you why each and every suspect, all the gang shit that help assist and play their part in taking Dolph out came from one neighborhood, Orange Mound. We're gonna highlight and illuminate that. But first, before that, let's go past this still shot and just let me show y'all how Jeremy Pierre is lurking, and it's gonna be spooky. And then right after that, I'm gonna read y'all something while y'all look at some photos of what I like to call 1/3 of the conglomerate, the real bosses that filter down, follow the money back up, and this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna show y'all 1/3 while I read y'all a story about the motive and why Dolph had to go in Memphis and be put on display to deter anybody that's wanna break, that think they're gonna stand in the way of the future of Memphis, and they're trying to make Memphis, simply put, like ATL, a hub. And with Dolph here, they can never do that. They can never control it. That's why it's called a conglomerate. and you will be seeing 2 CMG'S, and then hopefully after this video you'll understand. So after Jeremy, I'm gonna upload. You're gonna be looking at some photos, and behind those photos, I'm gonna be telling you the beginning, the truth of what I know is a conspiracy, the motive behind Dolph's death. True. Let's look at Spooky Jeremy. True. Shit spooky, ain't he? He just look guilty and suspect with his purple on. You know what I'm saying? Frat boy, huh? Well, I'm finna show him your frat partners and the whole conspiracy. Cause it's long little Dolph. And we following the money backwards. But first, let's get a quote from the alleged mastermind. They say the one that's got a free ticket out of jail, Mr. $90,000 bond. Ain't nothing wrong with my back. I got medical problems and I fear for my safety in jail. So can you please let me out of jail? I am the mastermind, the alleged mastermind. Whoever I told on, that's yet to be revealed. But can you let me go? Because you already know you need me to testify later on. Orange Mound quit. Remember Orange Mound, because half of this story is about that. Now, this is a quote from Orange Mound quit. Now, by itself, look at the date. You would think he was saying something, you know what I'm saying, about power and shit. I think a young Dolphin think of the power ghost in the series Power. But then now, if you fast forward or go back, then you'll see the big head motherfucker saying the exact same words. That right there, people, shows y'all is gonna make this story what I'm finna tell y'all about the takeover, the motive behind Dolph's death, this industry, and building shit. And then maybe you'll understand me. So it's gonna be I'm gonna try to well, I can't read it fast, but I want y'all to hear every word while y'all look at these next group of photos, and look closely, and look at the facial expression, look at the celebration while I read, and show y'all the motive. True. Okay, dated February 27, 2023. At this year's Grammys Awards, a Memphis rapper was presented as one of the new torchbearers of hip-hop. That rapper, Glorilla Woods, is not only from Memphis, but so is Anthony Hit Kid Holmes, the producer of her biggest hit. Woods is also signed to a record label created by another Memphis rapper. If Glorilla, her producer, and her record label represent the next generation of hip-hop nationally, what might the future look like for a city that already brought the world 3 6 Mafia, 8 Ball and MJG, and Young Dolph? If history is any indication, especially within the now 50-year-old genre of hip-hop, Woods and Holmes could make it big with Memphis music. But doing so will probably also see them leaving Memphis and relocating to an industry city like so many musicians before them. There's a push afoot to try and make Memphis the working capital of Southern hip-hop. There's talk of building a hip-hop museum here, and the Greater Memphis Chamber has recognized the genre's business potential. We see music and entertainment as a major industry sector, the same as advanced manufacturing, the same as supply chain and logistics. Chamber President and CEO Ted Townsend said. Townsend said the Chamber is ready to focus in a detailed way on creating local infrastructure for the music industry because it wants to keep talented artists here in Memphis even after they become successful. The takeover. That's why Jay-Z here. We'll get to that. So that they don't go to Atlanta because Memphis is big Memphis, right? He said. And they know that they can have a thriving career here and continue to reinvest all of their talent and all of those resources back into this community. See, y'all starting to feel me? That's why they had to get Dolph out the way, because as long as Dolph was here, they couldn't conglomerate. They couldn't do what they tried to do, make Memphis the new ATL. Let's continue. Let's continue. Where was I? Where was I? Right here. Okay. But there are others in the local entertainment industries. Peep this. But there are others in the local entertainment industry like Orange Mound, native and unapologetic label founder James Dukes. Y'all see how we get into the Mound and why all the goddamn players came from the Mound, quit, all the way down the drip drop to all of them, even Cornelius. Like Orange Mound native and unapologetic label founder James Dukes, who think there's another way for Memphis musicians to succeed without selling out. He says, I did learn a lot in New York. Maybe not what people would think, Duke said. He learned a lot in New York. He probably brought Jay-Z down here to get Gotti. Duke said, I learned a lot about capitalism and how fucked up this industry is. Alright, Memphis stakes his claim from other cities. Memphis has long had a major influence on hip-hop music and culture, but it's never been at the epicenter. Tony Draper's Suave House Records label, founded in 1990 in Texas, played a pivotal role in letting the hip-hop industry know that the South had something to say. The Houston label's roster included Memphis' own 8-Ball and MJG, as well as performers from the Lone Star State. But Draper himself was also a Memphis native. Did y'all know that Tony Draper, Suave House Records, went to Houston? He was based in Houston, but he was from Memphis. Yeah, Tony Draper. Together, Draper and 8-Ball and MJG found success with 1993's Coming Out Hard, selling more than 700,000 records. In 1995, Draper would move Suave House to Relativity Records, based in New York. Here goes Jay-Z again. 2 years later, in 1997, 3-6 Mafia's DJ Paul and Juicy J would start their Hypnotized Minds record label in Memphis. The label's crew included the late Gangsta Boo, Coops the Nigga, and Lord Infamous. They left out Crunchy Black, didn't they? The platinum-selling group would later sign deals with Columbia, Loud, and Relativity Records, and its core members, DJ Paul and Juicy J, would move to Los Angeles following 3-6's 2005 Oscar win for It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Although Suave House and Hypnotized Minds were instrumental in cementing Memphis into rap history, some wonder what Memphis music would look like if their leaders never moved away. Keep up with me now, because y'all don't want to miss it. It's the motive for to start forming. Hope y'all looking at them pictures, because you're looking at 1/3 of the puppet masters. All right. Could Memphis ever become the working capital of Southern hip hop music, aka the new Atlanta culture and the industry? Could Memphis ever become the working capital of Southern hip hop music, culture, and the industry? So you peep that? If I sacrifice myself, we're like, yeah, they had to get Dolph out the way. Because they want it all, but they specifically want the industry. If so, how? All right. Let me read that one more time because the plot for the form on assassination of Young Dolph right here. Could Memphis ever become the working capital of Southern hip hop music, culture, and the industry? If so, how? Well, let's see. A successful entertainment industry city is able to serve as a base of operations for artists even as they travel around the nation and the world to perform for various audiences. Greater Memphis Chamber President Townsend has been talking about hip hop's potential financial impact on the city since he was Chief Economic Development Officer of the Chamber. He's been talking about the financial impact, the industry side of it. They knew Dolph wasn't gonna play their part in their position to make Memphis the hub, so they sent in the dream team, hence Jay-Z, to get the corporate nigga that want to play the game, Yo Gotti, to get Dolph out the way. Let's continue. It's gonna make sense. Trust me. The Chamber's Music Advisory Council is one of the several groups working across different sectors of the Memphis economy on a common set of priorities. The music and the entertainment input provides a great opportunity to understand what's missing now, Townsend said. Let's fill those gaps. Let's talk about the production management that these artists need on a daily basis. Townsend said the chamber is exploring the use of incentives to ensure that music industry infrastructure is built here. Once again, they want to make Memphis just like Atlanta, but they had to get Dolph out the way and use that big head motherfucker with the promises of wealth and riches. However he signed that blood contract, he did it. And so Dolph like, damn, I done did all I can do. I ain't finna run and hide, and I ain't finna be forced. So if I sacrifice myself, will I go to hell? That's a question. We absolutely would get involved in recruiting recording studios here, much like Nashville did with publishing houses, and they still do. But we would love to see more of an independent flavor because I think that speaks to what our culture is here. You're goddamn lie. I just had to throw that in there because y'all threw Dolph name in this article. Y'all want to see y'all want industry. Dolph was independent, but y'all couldn't tell no lies with him. Now let's go to these photos that y'all keep seeing on repeat. This is going to be the second CMG. What y'all looking at? That's George Munger, and the bald head guy that's sitting next to him. That's the investors with all the money. Told you they building they already built a $10 million facility. They trying to turn. I'm gonna show y'all something in Orange Mound into living accommodation, studio. Boy, Orange Mound is deep in this shit, and they got some people connected in the city government in Memphis, all the way back to our new mayor who controlled the housing and development. But let me continue. All right, okay. Now here we go. George Munger, Ted Townsend. Ted Townsend is the Greater Memphis Chamber President and CEO. Now, Munger, that's the guy with the little afro, not the bald head. Bald head one is the financier. Munger is the head of CMG, the second CMG, Connect Music Group. Now he ain't choose that name for no damn reason, right? The other CMG. But Munger spoke during the Greater Memphis Chamber's annual luncheon in December. talking about the opportunities that have come along with the paradigm shift to streaming. All right, Connect Music Chief Executive Officer George Munger made this statement on Thursday, December the 15th, 2022. 3 million songs are uploaded to digital streaming platforms every month in the U.S., many from the phone of an artist, according to Munger. It's a habitat that is the heart and soul of how hip-hop early years, with mixtapes recorded first on cassettes and then on, I don't want to hear all that, on CDs, sold at nightclub. What's your plan? It's also a distribution model. Okay, he talking about his company. It's my company. It's also a distribution model, like Empire, that allows songs to spread virally without having to rely on radio plays. So they trying to make a power move. Connect Music performs 2 roles. It distributes music from several hundred hand-selected clients, about 60% of which are based in Memphis. It also works in publishing, ensuring that clients get access to their royalties after their music is played. See, that's their pitch. That's Connect Music Group, the second CMG. No wonder Boots up in there popping champagne. Connect Music performs 2 roles. It distributes music from several hundred hand-selected clients. Hand-selected. Only ones that signed up and keeping their mouth shut for what happened to Dolph. And I'll be surprised to know who. We already know Boosie, one of them. And there's a couple of more names I know. But I want to see who the other one is, because all of them know what happened to Dolph, because this is trying to be the Southern takeover. I told y'all Jay-Z name ain't come up. Y'all was laughing all them times. If it'll make sense now, let me keep reading though. It also works in publishing, ensuring that clients get access to their royalties after their music is played. We hand select those who are proud to represent our streaming partners, sellouts, industry players. We hand select them. We have a direct line to the playlist editors, which helps our clients stand out in the crowd, Munger said. We help them cut through the noise of all those other releases. We do that through a set of tools. How do we roll you out on marketing on your social media? How do we do certain ad buys to target your target demographic? We provide services much like a label industry. Now check this out. Apple and YouTube pay writers and producers. But if they can't identify who created the music, the money goes into a pool of uncollected royalties that Munger estimate comes to $1 billion a year. Follow the money. Why Dolph had to go. Man, it should make you mad, don't it? But it's been a long time coming. Y'all like, share, subscribe, and support. I ain't finished yet. This is what it all boiling down to. The fucking motive. I'm right. Let me see. I'm trying to skip through so I won't be boring y'all to death. All right. So we want to make sure that we're harnessing that and working with folks like George Munger, who is focused on capturing the revenue for these artists and making sure that the support system and the wraparound services are here in Memphis, Townsend said. Now, interesting this part. What should Memphis music industry look like? Without Dolph, let's see. Memphis's current hip-hop scene includes Endless Entertainment. Endless Entertainment. That's the first name they got on here. Memphis's current hip-hop's current, after they got rid of Dolph, hip-hop scene includes Endless Entertainment. Somebody listen to this, tell the people in the back of the bus who represents Endless. Who is Endless Entertainment? Zebo, the Moneybag Yo, and Marcus Howe. Them two, Moneybag and Yo, got arrested in the Fed raid on Moneybag Yo concert in Mason, Tennessee, right? Along with J Money and True Mafia them, right? So if Marcus Howell is hanging around Truly Mafia and Moneybagg Yo, boy, don't y'all know this shit deeper than Nino Brown. But let's go. Memphis' current hip hop scene includes Endless Entertainment, a partnership between former Memphis Grizzlies star Zach Zebo Randolph and Marcus Howell. Yo Gotti's collective music group, the first CMG, not this one right here. This is a second CMG Mongo trying to form. Chosen name. That's how y'all know y'all can't fool no motherfucker. Y'all conglomerated to get Dolph out of here. Yo Gotti's collective music group CMG, which represents Glorilla, and the late Young Dolph's PRE and James Dukes of Unapologetic Records. So they got 4 record companies that that's making a big money grab and a power play, trying to make Memphis the hub of the whole South, just like Atlanta. They trying to make Memphis just like Atlanta, to put it in simplistic terms. And they got Zebo with Endless Records. They got the big head motherfucker with the first CMG. They got Daddy Yo, cause they got Dolph. It's the late Young Dolph's PRE. So now it's Daddy Yo, and they got the Orange Mound veteran that's for to build a big ass recording studio with a hotel in it and everything in the middle of Orange Mound. That's James Duke. He got Unapologetic record label. So these gonna be the 4 bosses of Memphis under the umbrella of Jay-Z, James Munger, his financiers, to run the South. And this is what I call the motive. These are the bosses. These are the ones we've been waiting to get to right here. Now, if it's 4 of them, let me call their names one more time. We got Zach Randolph, who's been allegedly funding the gang shit here in Memphis. Truly Mafia and all them, where I think they get their bankroll from. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard. All right. Then, yeah, Zach Randolph. Zebo, he got Endless Records. The big head motherfucker, we already know, he got the first CMG. Then he got the late Young Dolph's PRE. So that since Dolph no longer here, then we got Daddy Yo. We're going to get back to that right after I finish this last one. And James Dukes, the Orange Mound veteran. He got Unapologetic Records. These are the 4 bosses of Memphis. Breaking news, exclusive shit. We done finally made it, at least I have, finally made it after 2 fucking years to the top of the motherfucking echelon. At least the first layer. We passed straight drop. We passed all the goddamn bullshit. This is the scheme. This is the whole plot. Don't y'all understand how big this is? It's forming as I read. This is the whole play to get Dolph out of here. Now I'm telling y'all, one of the bosses is James Dukes with Unapologetic Records, and he's an Orange Mound vet with New York ties to Jay-Z. Then you got the sole CEO of PRE, which is Daddy Yo. Then you got the first CMG, and then you got who's Moneybagg Yo, who's Debo on their way in the game, getting shit done, knocking shit out the way. Endless Records and Zebo. Now, before I continue, let's take 1 second and ask ourselves: Would Daddy Yo, with all the federal heat and shit and that Dolph had and allegations of, damn, what he tell on me and shit, you think a motherfucker would be that paranoid? They're like, damn, the feds, they catching him at the airport, catching Dolph at the airport. You know what I'm saying? They bugging his phone, wiring his phones and shit. It's just a matter of time before before they hem him up? Is he gonna tell on the whole Bugatti? He gonna bring the whole Bugatti down? Man, hate to do it, but I gotta get him out of here. You think Daddy O would do that for the street side? But what about this side right here, where he got a seat at the table? If he get rid of Dolph, if he said, I always wonder, wow, how all the attempts on Dolph's life, somebody always knew where he was. I always thought somebody was giving a drop on Dolph. And there's this picture, since they got PRE sitting at a table that Dolph couldn't sit at. So that means Daddy else sitting at the table. These people are not lying. These people are not lying. So that right there calls for an in-house job, right? But let me continue to get back to Dukes and the Orange Mound. After growing up in Orange Mound, he left at the age of 18. I'm a speedball through his little history. We just know he an Orange Mound vet, the fourth boss. The fourth boss out of the four bosses of the Southern Takeover. After growing up in Orange Mound, he left at the age of 18, working in New York's car studios where Tupac got shot at. He produced for Busta Rhymes and Ludacris. After 7 years there, Deuce came back to Memphis in 2013 and founded Unapologetic Records in 2015. Now, this is the building that they're trying to build this in the middle of Orange Mound. Now, with the 230-foot tall former United Equipment Tower, that's the building, United Equipment Tower, y'all Google that, in Orange Mound as his symbol and calling card. Duke's Unapologetic roster includes 16 acts, as well as photographers, producers, designers, and filmmakers. So 230-foot tall former United Equipment Tower in Orange Mound. That's going to be his shit. And I guarantee you, teasing them boys, Quet was tied to the dot in the music industry, tied with Lil Flip and the pipeline from Texas to here. This shit starting to make sense, ain't it? Y'all salute. Give it up. One time for True. Let go. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't been easy, but it's been fair. I pat my own self on the back. Now check this out. The idea that only a major record label can help upcoming artists thrive or make money, according to Dukes, is a myth. Now let me skip through all this shit. He say one of the things that I learned in New York is that there are many ways to make money in this game. Sound like got your hustle spirit. All right, let me see. Skip. Okay, like Munger, like George Munger, the head of the second CMG. Duke said it's important for Memphis artists to own their music. Dog own their music, boy. Fucking with God ain't not, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. man. Okay, the ideal music industry infrastructure, he said, would include marketing and booking agencies, locally based labels, and artist development program run solely by locals. Seems like this gonna be setting up to be some goddamn redefined print 360 deal type shit. That's why they signing in Boosie and a couple of more motherfuckers to lure everybody else. Yeah. All right, creating a collaborative community. Let me see. All right, they comparing themselves. This is their model. They want to model themselves after Atlanta. Most cities that lead in hip hop Most cities that lead in hip hop have and continue to have a spectrum of artists. Atlanta's music scene, for example, includes Grammy Award winning group Outkast, but the city is also home to platinum selling rappers Young Thug and Future, and collaborations between the city's rappers such as Gunna, Lil Baby, and 21 Savage are coming. Duke said forming more local collectives could also lead to the industry's growth. All right, now they talking about Hit Kid and what he did with Glorilla. Recently, in Memphis, producer Hit Kid put a group of female rappers together by making them collaborate. His song Set the Tone with Glorilla, Alizé, or some shit, Slamaroni, K Carbon, and Glossa was released in 2021. I know fucking well it was. That's when Dolph was out of here. And that's when she rose her little temporary rise with Gotti. Get it? The Southern Takeover. Under the helm of Jay-Z. It's making sense a little bit. I've been saying this shit for 2 years. Y'all give me what y'all say. Them young dudes say, let me get some flowers while I'm here. Some shit like that. But yeah, okay, let's talk about Glorilla. But growing the infrastructure also means being more inclusive than just a select group of Memphis artists, Duke said. When you own it, community change. To me, that's the beginning. This allows us to use this as a means to create profit. End the story. Now, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all digest this, but I will say this. This is the big bosses. This is the real motive in all of my heart. And y'all know I love Dolph. Like my brother, with undying, loyal, forever respect, love, and admiration for Dolph. These are the first layer at the very, very top. This is the motive right before your eyes from the bosses. And everything that you've seen and been playing with, in what I've been doing for 2 years, been working and hanging in there to get to this level. So from this point on, y'all can have the regurgitation of the same old shit, or y'all can join me and lighten these folks' ass up and using our platform to dig and claw away. Cause if we don't collaborate like they did to take Dolph out with this, to take Dolph out, if we don't do exactly what they did, conspire, make 4 bosses, it should have been 5. Why they couldn't do it with Dolph here? He is a big part of Memphis because he would have been in the way. Their plan would not have worked. This takeover would not have been possible because they trying to make it an industry thing. And the only thing Dolph represented, y'all hear my voice cracking up, was independence. So if they gonna kill him, they can kill me too. And I know damn well I don't like to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And that's just how I feel. That's why I'm so passionate. But I mean, I got a whole tear. One solid tear rolling down my eye. But I love y'all. Y'all like, share, subscribe, and support. To me, it's a happy day to make it to this point. Because look at all I done suffered through and went through. And hung in there. Never once broke, gave up, stopped trying, or none of that shit. And for me, this is for my boy. This is what I call, this is what's starting to feel like this justice for Dolph. Because I can't just keep looking at the little bitty fish they got in jail. Who gives a fuck? They may or may not never go to motherfucking trial. But just to make it to this point, to unmask this first layer, it took a lot of goddamn digging. And that's why I'm emotional, happy. I'm happy. This tear is a happy tear. So y'all like, share, subscribe. Always support. Tell a friend and tell a friend that you was with me when we did this, because a lot of y'all kept me fueled and kept me going through it all. And this is a big win, a victory for us. And now that we here, ain't no turning backwards. Until the feds come in and finish doing what they doing, I think the feds already know this. And I hope this video can be used in their investigation. Because we got more coming. This is the first layer. So y'all give a hand to yourself, to Dolph 2 babies, his kids, his family, us, and just smile today. Because this is what we wanted, the big fish. We wanted the puppet masters. We wanted the We wanted to car away at all the conspiracies, all the fools. I showed y'all all the foolery, all the media games, all the bullshit, blogging ass, clicks and views ass bloggers in Memphis stand up, because it's long live the Flipper Man and it's justice for Dolph. My cash out is $TRURESULTS number 2. Y'all turn me up and let's celebrate. True. One love to everybody. Salute. It's Dolph.